Hey, what's up guys? Aldrin Estacio here at FlytPath.com, and I just wanted to share with you a feature that I like to use for a lot of my aerial, landscape, panoramic photography, and that is the portrait mode on the DJI Mavic Pro. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and show you how to turn on portrait capture mode. So make sure your Mavic is on, make sure it's connected to the app, go ahead and hit go fly. And once everything is dialed in, I'm going to use it for photo. You can actually shoot portrait mode in both photo and video, but just for this tutorial, I'm going to show it to you in photo mode. Go ahead and make sure it's in photo mode. Click the photo icon settings down below. The first icon here is going to show you all of your exposure information. Second one here is going to show you your camera options. So what I'm going to be doing is going photo, single shot, and then image size is the important one. Make sure that's on 4:3. What 4:3 does is it utilizes the entire sensor, so it gives you a 12 megapixel photo, 4,000 pixels wide by 3,000 pixels tall. Now for the last setting is the third icon over here, and scroll up and you will utilize portrait capture. So what this does is when you hit it, it now will rotate your camera, and instead of a 4:3 shot or a 4,000 by 3,000 pixel photo landscape, it now rotates it so you have a taller photo, which is 4,000 pixels tall by 3,000 pixels wide. Let me show you a couple examples of some of the aerial landscape photography panoramics that I've done that you can really utilize that height to give you a little bit more foreground in your photo, as well as a little bit more sky in your photo if you're shooting some landscapes. So here's a photo I took recently of the downtown Embarcadero Marina District in San Diego, California. This was shot with a Mavic Pro. All in all, it was 7 photos to compose this panoramic shot, which was done in Lightroom and in Photoshop. 4:3, so this was in landscape mode. While I do like it, I would like to see a little bit more height on photos. Panoramics are normally known for being really wide, but not that tall. And when I do shoot panoramics, I'll normally find the center of my photo first. So these 2 buildings here were my center. But when I first started shooting, I was missing some sky. I'd like to see a lot more sky, as well as some of the foreground. I'd like to see a little bit more space in between the edge of the photo and this peninsula. But all in all, I think it was a very successful panoramic shot. So I wanted to give it a try in portrait mode and see the difference. So what I did is I entered portrait mode on my Mavic through the app, which rotates the camera. So instead of 4:3, it now gives me a 3:4 shot, which is nice and tall. So here's the photo I shot in portrait mode. Same thing, I took 7 photos, but this time the camera is rotated 4,000 pixels tall by 3,000 wide. I still use Lightroom and Photoshop for the stitching and post-processing, but as you can see here, it gives me a lot more height in my panoramic shot. And this is what I really like. So it's not that really wide and not that tall photo. I actually do have some height on the shot. And plus, I was still able to bring in a lot of dynamic sky into the photo, which wasn't there on my previous one. A lot more breathing room in the water area right below this peninsula. And also a little bit more depth of field by bringing out this peninsula on the right-hand side. So it does give the photo a lot more depth. And this is exactly what I was looking for. So go ahead and give it a try. Try doing some panoramics in portrait mode. I really hope this tutorial helped you guys out. If it did, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I will make sure I come back with some more tutorials for you. Thanks for watching. Take care.